used for.
Coming up, swinging a weapon of hate leaves the alleged batter in big trouble.
Plus, the Pirates get a new suitor. We'll have the details.
And is this the beginning of our spring thaw? That forecast just ahead.
If you see an injustice you want investigated, call 1-800-TIP-WTAE. WTAE 4 News investigates.
Time affects all automobiles, but only Lexus was ranked best overall car line in vehicle performance at 3 years of ownership, which reinforces our belief that when you buy a certified pre-owned Lexus, you get an automobile that may not have made time stand still, but has certainly slowed it down considerably. Take time to see these great pre-owned values, only at Rorick Lexus.
We're here for a demonstration of smell-o-vision from Chili's. Now, Dr. David Von Hatten.
It all starts with a small fan. I turn it on, and the chicken fajita smell patterns pass through Chili's patented Smellotron. Now, a standard color TV has a series of red, green, and blue stripes. And when scratched, these stripes can digitally reinterpret the aroma of Chili's sizzling chicken fajitas. I love technology.
Dick's Clothing and Sporting Goods is your Pro Golf headquarters.
Dick's 25th Annual Golf-a-thon starts Sunday, featuring the guaranteed lowest prices on the area's best selection of quality pro golf equipment. This is our 25th Golf-a-thon, and we're celebrating with great savings on all the best names in golf, like TaylorMade, Callaway, Ping, Wilson, Top Flight, Cobra, and more. Don't miss Dick's Golf-a-thon.
Dick's. You want the best names in golf? There's only one place to go. Dick's.
Brothers Keepers is here to make the difference in the lives of single-parent boys. We work very hard to invest in these boys and that they can become productive young men. They do watch news. So we're concerned about the type of information they get. I think balance is real important. At least they can say the world is not all bad. There's some good in this world also. What better influence or opportunity do we have to impact our kids than to make sure that it is family-sensitive news, because they are watching.
Family-sensitive news, only on WTAE 4 News.
Another development tonight in the saga of the sale of the Pirates.
If you can believe it, there's another new player in the lineup, another out-of-towner who in fact hopes to become the first black owner in the business. Alan Jennings reports.
Disney World in Florida. The new man who wants to make a pitch for the Pirates is Robert Johnson, a Northern Virginia shopping center developer who wants to become the first black owner of a Major League Baseball team. Johnson and his Homestead Baseball associates have been talked about as possible partners with Capital Baseball of Washington, D.C. for a baseball expansion team in the D.C. area. Now Johnson says he's talking with Pittsburgh-based financial advisor Kevin Vaughn about teaming up to buy the Pirates. In a telephone interview today from his Virginia offices, Johnson was quick to say he is not interested in moving the team out of town.
We thought it, for the good of the deal and for the good of the city, that we be involved in a partnership with someone who is local, who knows the lay of the land, who knows the franchise well. And our chances would be better if we had a local partner in this.
Now, Johnson says he already has permission from Major League Baseball to seek an existing franchise and says he's really excited about becoming the first black owner of a Major League Baseball team. He did not say, though, however, when he's going to make his official bid for the Pirates or for how much. Live in the newsroom, Alan Jennings. Scott, back to you.
Now, hold on now, A.J. Seems to me I remember you saying something about John Regas promising to put a new deal on the table this week. Did that happen today?
Indeed, I did, and the answer is no, it did not, Scott. We talked to John Regas' lawyer just before airtime, and he said they ran into a couple of snags along the way, but the offer is going to be presented. This new offer that they say is going to make the deal final should come the early part of next week. Scott?
All right, Alan. Thank you very much for that live report.
A baseball bat is more than just a bat in the case against an alleged racist skinhead. Police found this baseball bat in the back of Harry Jordan's car in Jeanette last year. Stenciled on it, racial slurs and the words Heil Hitler. Now a judge has agreed with police the bat is a weapon and can be presented in court as such. Jordan allegedly used it to beat a black man in Jeanette last year. In the meantime, two neo-Nazi teens from Allentown seen here with their cousin were charged with murder today. 17-year-old Brian Freeman and his 15-year-old brother David went before a judge in Midland, Michigan. They fled there after allegedly bludgeoning their parents to death. A nationwide search ensued. Police tracked the boys down to their cousin's house in Michigan Wednesday night.
Teachers in the Burrell School District are taking their school board to court. They say they ended their strike last fall when the district agreed to arbitration, something the district now refuses to do, they say. The school board says they had no binding agreement with the teachers.
Still to come tonight, bargains and more in the air.
And we will introduce you to a new competitor for U.S. Air and show you what competition can do for your wallet.
And wonder what's ahead for the weekend? Well, Joe knows, of course. The forecast next.
It's your newscast, too. That's why we want you to tell us what you think. Leave your thoughts, your objections, your suggestions on our WTAE 4 News feedback line, and we'll play them back at the end of our newscast. Call 1-800-WTAE 4 News.
Perhaps the most important feature of the Volkswagen Jetta GL is something you can't see. It's called peace of mind. It's hidden in the dashboard and steering wheel of every Jetta in the form of dual airbags. It lies tucked away in a drawer on a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And it rests in the knowledge you get 2 years of scheduled maintenance at no extra charge. Sometimes what you can't see is the best sight of all. For a limited time, you can lease the Jetta for no money down and $199 a month.
Been thinking about a burger with bacon.
Now, the word association test. Motherhood?
Bacon. Crisp hot bacon is all I see.
Relationship?
Bacon. Need a bacon double cheese from Bacon D.
Bus driver?
Oh, bacon.
Now, for a limited time, McDonald's Bacon Double Cheeseburger with savory, smoky bacon is just 99 cents. Or make it an extra value meal for just $2.99.
Let's break for lunch.
Have you had your break today?
Isn't this Corning Cranberry Vision cookware beautiful? Shop and Save has it for special low prices. Check our display for details and get our specials like Duncan Hines cake mixes, 49 cents each. We have BOGOs too. Stouffer's macaroni and cheese, buy one, get one free. John Morrell sliced bacon, regular or low salt, buy 1 pound, get one free. And Hillshire Farm kielbasa or smoked sausage, only $1.79 a pound.
Shop and Save, you love the difference we make.
Step up to Tracker. The fun in the sun, go in the snow, Geo Tracker 4x4. Just $12,745.
Caution, Tracker's more fun than you legally have in 37 states.
Most interesting.
Step up the Tracker now through March 26th and get side rail tubes at no extra charge from your local Chevrolet Geo dealer.
Nice to see some more sun today.
It was beautiful today. Good weekend coming up.
Not too bad. We won't have as much sun tomorrow as we had today, but a little bit of sun tomorrow. It looks like the cloudy day with some precipitation will be on Sunday. Today in Pittsburgh, despite the sunshine, again, temperatures were below normal. Our low this morning was 19 degrees. A normal low is 25. The high today reached 43, and that is a normal high for this time of year. So we averaged some 3 degrees below those normals. Currently, International Airport, sky condition, partly cloudy, ceilings based at 4,500 feet broken, visibility 10 miles. Current temperature 38 degrees, relative humidity 40%, a northeast surface wind 7 miles per hour, and a barometer 30.29 inches of mercury. That's on the rise and corrected to sea level. Satellite picture tonight. A lot of clouds to the south. We had clouds in our area this morning, and by mid-morning they moved on south into West Virginia, still pretty much overcast. And overcast continues now along the southeast coastline, the Gulf Coast, out into the south-central plains, and quite a bit of the Rockies, through California getting precipitation again as well. 2 areas of precipitation, one along the California coastline, and inland they're getting rain once again. Sacramento, another half-inch of rain. You get into the mountain Sierras, and they've got as much as a foot of snow. Along the eastern seaboard, there's light snow. They had, they had as much as 1 to 2 inches of snow in the Bluefield, Beckley, West Virginia area, and they do have light snow right now. Roanoke, Virginia, and that's all moving to the east-northeast, well to our south and east. Here's the latest temperatures. Starting to moderate now in the Gulf Coast states. Warm down through Florida. Moderating a little bit in Texas. They were down into the 20s and 30s. And the southwest is warm, as well as the Pacific Northwest. Still a bit on the chilly side through the northern plains. Other than that, temperatures are just gradually moderating. A little closer to home, some sunshine this morning, then clouds this morning, then the sun moved on into our area as the clouds moved to the south. You can see to our north and northwest, generally fair skies, nothing showing up on radar. Temperatures around the tri-state area as of 6 o'clock tonight, generally in the 30s, except I'll be in there, 24 degrees. Warren is 30, 34 DuBois and Clarion, 35 Sharon, and Newcastle 36 degrees. We're 38, Washington 37, Uniontown 35, and Johnstown 33. Here's the latest surface map, that little nasty area of light precipitation southeast of us. High pressure to the west, then more rain developing on the coast. This storm center will really start to pick up in the next 24 hours as the flow pattern from west to east will drop that low pressure center down in through Oklahoma and start to bring up moisture. But until that time, high pressure overnight will move eastward. As it does, we'll have fair to partly cloudy skies, not as cold as this morning. The overnight low dropping off to 25 degrees. Now tomorrow, this high pressure center during the night will move east and southeast. A little milder air coming up tomorrow with some clouds. Precipitation starting to set up in the Missouri Valley and on south in through Texas, Louisiana. And that'll slowly move northeastward into the Pittsburgh district tomorrow night and provide us with precipitation during the day on Sunday. But tomorrow looks like it's dry. Still some sunshine, but more clouds tomorrow than we had today. Forecast for Saturday, we'll call it partly cloudy and milder. Tomorrow's high up to 44 degrees. Saturday night, clouds will be on the increase. It'll be mild, however. Overnight low, 33 degrees. And then on Sunday, as the storm moves eastward, we'll have mostly cloudy skies, milder temperatures, rain showers developing during the day, and Sunday's high, 49 degrees on the extended for Monday. That frontal system will still be west of us. So Monday we can look for cloudy conditions. It'll be breezy and warm with scattered rain showers, the high 50 degrees. On Tuesday, mostly cloudy, breezy, still warm with morning showers, 50 degrees. Front comes on through Tuesday, and by Wednesday, just a little cooler, variable cloudiness, and a high of 45 degrees. So the weekend is 50-50. Tomorrow's not too bad. Sunday we get the clouds, but warmer temperatures along with the rain.
Spring is approaching.
It is, slowly.
How about snow for St. Patrick's Day?
That would be nice.
Thank you. There's a new airline coming to town starting Monday. Nations Air will be taking off from Pittsburgh International Airport to Philadelphia and Boston. It's Pittsburgh's first ticketless airline, and the first time we have seen prices like this in quite a while. $59 one way to Philadelphia, $89 to Boston.
They're great. I wish they were all
savings on round-trip airfares to many Northwest destinations. So go to your Shop and Save store for details. Then start packing. With savings like these, it's a great time to take off. Shop and save, you'll love the difference we make.
Mornings, get traffic and weather together every 10 minutes, only on Channel 11 News.
This is Channel 11, Carnegie Science Center weather.
Well, the cold front we've been talking about today slowing down just a little bit, taking its sweet time getting into the Pittsburgh area. So temperatures remain in the 60s at this hour. Cold front still another hour or so away from having an effect on us. 67 at the Science Center, 74 was the high today, and the low was 48 degrees this morning. And we have relative humidity 67%. The winds remain kind of strong, southwesterly at 16 miles per hour, and that's the key. They remain out of the southwest. Frontal passage hasn't happened yet. And pressure falling at 2980, and in the midday hours, 1/100 of an inch of rain fell. Now, with temperatures in the 60s, we're watching the advance of some rain, and some of these thunderstorms seem to be falling apart as we get towards the tail end of the day. Maybe it's not going to be quite as noisy a night as we had originally thought, but still some breeze associated with this, and the rain could be heavy at times. Much of the day has been dry across western Pennsylvania. We had some midday showers there, and now we get to the tail end of things, and some of these thunderstorms are falling apart and also lifting to the northeast. Now, this orientation of this cold front running from the northeast to the southwest, as you can see. So some of our folks to the north of us already getting some showers up around Mercer, and that's about to move into Butler County there. So to the north of you, north of us, you get the rain a little earlier, and then this will be moving into Pittsburgh within the next hour or so. Here's a broader look at things, and it is a nasty night once again down in the Gulf of Mexico area. Big, serious trail of thunderstorms through Alabama and down into the Panhandle area of Florida. As part of the same system here, showers and thunderstorms. Now we'll go down here to a little bit closer, and you can see pretty much an even wash of rain now across the state of Ohio, and a dramatic drop in temperature as this cold front goes through. Some of the locations back in Indiana and Ohio had drops in temperature of 24 degrees in just 2 hours. So we're going to see that kind of thing in the middle of the night as the frontal passage takes place. We'll go into the 60s, well down into the 40s by the time daybreak rolls around. Now, once this thing kicks on through, we get rain showers changing to a couple of wet snowflakes by about early afternoon. Then some warmer air will come in from the west. Here's the forecast. It looks like this. Maybe a thunderstorm, otherwise rain, some of it heavy, a low of 46, and temperatures just keep right on falling tomorrow. Rain to some wet snowflakes, maybe a little accumulation on the grass. The temperatures in the 30s by afternoon. And if you happen to live in Newcastle, same thing, 30s by afternoon with some snowflakes. And the same thing in Waynesburg. It takes maybe by evening to get some snow there. Now the 5-day forecast down to 22 tomorrow night, partly sunny Thursday and chilly, 38. Wall-to-wall sun Friday through Sunday, 53 Friday, 65 Saturday, and near 70 on Sunday. So better days are ahead, but chilly one tomorrow and damp too.
All right,
okay,
nice day
thanks.
today. Thanks. Laws to promote safety are working, according to the Coalition for Consumer Health and Safety.
The organization claims 73,000 lives have been saved in the past decade by seat belts, child restraints, motorcycle helmet laws, and age 21 drinking laws. But despite the reduced carnage on America's highways and progress against disease and accidents, almost 1 million Americans still die each year from preventable causes.
And researchers believe they have found a dietary supplement to lower cholesterol levels. It's called Pro5. It's available at some health food stores. Experts at the University of Florida say the pectin-rich powder really works. They claim cholesterol levels dropped an average of 20% in users.
We know that cigarette smoke can harm developing fetuses, but now researchers say it could be deadly to your newborn. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that infants who were exposed to the most smoke had the highest risk of sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS. A child exposed to about a pack a day was nearly 23 times more likely to die of SIDS than an infant not exposed to tobacco smoke.
If this weather's any indication, swimsuit season's not far off.
So, how can you look good on the beach without killing yourself at the gym? We'll show you a new suit that's promising to do it for you ahead on the Night Beat.
I'm John Fedko. The Pens in Quebec go at it for first place in the Northeast Division. I'll have the story. Stay tuned.
On Rescue 911, a peaceful camping trip takes a deadly turn.
It was like the worst possible nightmare.
Rescuers take to the air.
There's no way he can live.
To locate a wounded hiker. Then, a driver's car won't start. And when he looks under the hood, he gets the shock of his life.
Holy cow, get away from the car. Is this an alligator or a crocodile? Oh, I think we have a little problem.
On Rescue 911, tomorrow at 3, here on Channel 11.
At Century 3 Chevrolet, we really celebrate St. Patty's Day.
With grand and glorious savings on every new and used car, truck, and van in stock. And show your love these 95 Tracker convertibles.
On sale from just $89.95.
Only $89.95. And show your love these new 95 Cavaliers.
On sale from just $89.95.
Only $89.95. Big savings.
Great selection.
It's a grand and glorious sale.
And that's no blarney.
Century 3 Chevrolet, Lebanon Church Road, Pittsburgh.
Minutes from the mall.
The Giant Eagles City of Pittsburgh Marathon and 10K thunder through our city on Sunday, May the 7th. If you want to join the ranks of one of America's top 20 races, now's the time to race out and get your application. Hi, I'm Chris Long. Don't let the countdown to race day run out on you. Pick up an application at all participating Giant Eagle locations, local Chrysler Plymouth dealers, and participating Wendy's restaurants. Time's running out. Register today.
Whether you're negotiating a deal,
Okay, if you're good, I'll read you a story.
Come on, make it 2.
calling in an order,
Skip the strawberry. We want chocolate.
scheduling a meeting,
I'm at the Big Artichokes.
or just checking in with the boss,
Honey, is it okay if I stay another half hour?
the most important thing
Hello?
is that the call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile, the heart of communication. Call 1-800-255-BELL.
If you've ever thought about getting in shape or imagined what it would be like to finally have a healthy body, then stop thinking about it
and pick up the phone, because right now you can belong to Bally's for only $19 a month. That's right, America's premier health club costs about 64 cents a day. So stop just thinking about it and join the club. Call Bally's Scandinavian now at 1-800-WORKOUT. What do you think you'll do with that new body of yours?
Channel 11's Neighborhood WeatherNet, a tool for learning at Butler Senior High School. If you have a story you want to see Channel 11 investigate, call our I-Team 11 hotline, 237-4910.
And the Doorway Gym is opening wider for a local crisis center and gymnasium. The Bellevue McDonald's is donating $500 to the Doorway Gym. The money will help buy a treadmill out there. The Doorway Gym offers counseling for a variety of problems, including drug and alcohol abuse. It's free and open to anyone who needs help.
Important game for the Pens tonight. John's here to tell us about it.
Good game, exciting game. Well, not a win. Penguins lose to Quebec tonight at the arena, and the Pens fall 3 points behind first-place Quebec now in the Northeast Division standings. Let's go to the highlights. 7 minutes into the game, Larry Murphy gives the Pens a 1-0 lead. Quebec would tie it at 1 later in the first. In the second, just what the Pens need, another injury. This one, Peter Taglianetti gets hit by a puck in the leg. He was taken to the hospital. Meanwhile, Quebec had taken a 2-1 lead, but 7 minutes into the second, Ulf Shamdelson shoots. Joey Mullen tips it in. He got credit for the goal after the game, ties it at 2. Quebec scored to make it 3-2. Then the Pens scored to tie it at 3. But this goal is disallowed. The ref said Ron Francis was in the crease. It remained 3-2 Quebec, and in the third, Joe Sakic gives Quebec a 4-2 lead. Midway through the third, Joey Mullen tips in another one to make it 4-3. And with 6.5 minutes to go in the third, Joey Mullen with a great pass to Johnny Cullen, who shoots and scores and was tied at 4. But with 58 seconds to go in the third, Quebec's Alexei Gasarov scores. Pens lose 5-4.
A loss is never easy to take. You know, I thought that the goal that we got called back was a legitimate goal, and you know, that makes it 5-5. You know, so but that's, you know, that doesn't matter right now. I mean, they won the game and they got the 2 points and they're going home with it.
Other scores tonight: Washington beats Boston, the Islanders over Hartford, Philadelphia beats Tampa, Calgary leading Chicago in the third, and St. Louis beats Anaheim. The Duquesne Dukes today fired head basketball coach John Carroll, electing to eat the last year of his contract. Carroll has had 1 winning season in 6 years of coaching the Dukes. He's coming off a 10-18 season. Today, Duquesne AD Brian Caleri told us why Duquesne President Dr. John Murray pushed Carroll out the door.
I think he just felt that a lot of people in Pittsburgh and in the community had sort of lost some faith in our basketball program and thought we needed new leadership and to go in a different direction. And we certainly appreciate everything John has done and the efforts and dedication he's given the university over the past 6 years. And as I said, it's a very difficult thing to do.
A committee is being formed to find a new head coach. The search for a replacement begins immediately. John Carroll told us today he'll hold a press conference in the next few days. The Eric Green World Tour is over. Today, the Steelers' unrestricted free agent tight end ended his 2-day visit with the Washington Redskins, and he says he'll have a decision on where he's going to play within the next 48 hours. From what Green's been saying in the various cities he's visited, Miami, Green Bay, Los Angeles, and Washington, it sounds like he's as good as gone from the Steelers. He's been taking subtle digs at the Steelers, like today at the Redskins complex when he said the Skins have a better practice facility than the Steelers.
This place here, this week, I mean, these couple days here, you know, they've proven that they're willing to put something into their program by this great facility here. It's something that we didn't have in Pittsburgh, and, you know, I think the time and effort that's going into this program is, you know, is very bright for the future.
30 NFL scouts and coaches were at Pitt today to check out some Pitt football players' ability as draft time nears. Steelers coach Bill Cowher and director of football operations, code word for general manager, Tom Donahoe on hand, and Pitt running back Curtis Martin had a great day, increasing his stock in the draft. The big gun in the draft this year for Pitt is offensive lineman Reuben Brown, who is going to be a certain first-rounder. Everyone in the NFL knows about his ability. Ask Cincinnati coach David Shula.
He's a very talented player. He's had a great career here at Pitt. He played very well in the Senior Bowl and looked good in the practices during the week. And I'm sure he'll go high in the draft and have a very good career, whether it's with us or somebody else. Hopefully not somebody else in our division.
Tonight's play of the night from the Big Pens game, and two big guys. The Pens 6'6", Francois Leroux, and Quebec 6'5", Chris Simon. Francois Leroux cherche the intensity, but Simon knocks him down. Right there. Watch Francois Leroux with the continued intensity. He pounds Simon on the ground. NHL action. It is fantastic. The intensity of those two players. Now, I got to go into my French stuff when I talk about Francois. The AP is reporting that baseball owners are recommending expansion into Phoenix and Tampa Bay. That's pending approval, but when they say that, it usually happens. Phoenix and Tampa Bay to probably get 2 baseball teams.
Wow.
Yep.
Thanks, John.
Governor Ridge unveils his budget today, which contains some controversial cuts.
What do you think about his plan? We'll have some of your data bank responses when the Night Beat returns, but first, a look at tonight's winning lottery numbers.
At Chevrolet, we feel everyone, regardless of income, deserves a safe car. That's why we equip the all-new Lumina LS with dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, side guard door beams, child security rear door locks. Sure, anyone can build a car like this. That's easy. We build it so most people can afford it. That's genuine Chevrolet.
To really clean your carpet, vacuuming alone isn't enough. You need powerful jets of water to loosen embedded dirt and a rotating brush to lift the dirt out. And you can get all that with the new Bissell Power Brush. With its 40 water jets and rotating brush, it loosens and lifts out deep down dirt and excess water. The Bissell Power Brush. The easy way to deep clean.
Now available at Kaufmann's.
5 area businesses will be featured on our upcoming Pittsburgh Success Stories special.
Success Stories, a television show for business, will go behind the scenes of these Pittsburgh area businesses. Holy Family Institute, Lewis Getz & Company, Oakland Neurosurgical Associates, Premier Business Products, and Microwave.
We'll meet the people, perhaps your neighbors, that make these companies so successful.
Watch for Success Stories, the television show for business, on Saturday, March 11th at 1:30 p.m. here on WPXI.
A reminder from MetLife. It's especially important to buy life insurance when there's a new pup in arms in the family. Kitty, kitty, coo. Whole life insurance can give parents peace of mind, from puppyhood through the turbulent teens, as well as savings for higher education, so he can get a good job. Get in touch with your MetLife rep and find out what whole life can do for you. Get Met. It pays.
The Wonder Bra did wonders at the cash register. Now its makers are hoping their newest product will make a big splash, too. The Wonder Bra swimsuit collection was unveiled today, and the makers promise the suit will lift what needs lifting and hide what needs to be hidden. The 1- and 2-piece suits will cost between $60 and $70 a piece.
Looks like they're working. A new museum opens with some interesting artwork.
But these artists are of the 4-legged variety. We'll explain when the Night Beat returns.
We're here at the Chrysler test track along with the all-new Eagle Talon and Sue Lampy. Any thoughts, Sue?
CD player, dual airbags, 5-speed overdrive.
You got it!
What are we talking about, 140 horses? 130 foot-pounds of torque?
Yeah.
Double wishbone suspension? And what, 25, 30 grand?
Seems our little friend Sue has a lot to learn about the Eagle Talon.
Test drive a Talon at your Jeep and Eagle dealer or call us.
Today, Sally Benson's high-efficiency natural gas water heater helped wash 4 loads of laundry, 2 loads of dishes, 3 kids, and her husband, Ted. All day long, it gave them all the hot water they needed for much less than the cost of electricity. And because natural gas is cleaner than oil or coal-generated electricity, it's better for the environment. And that makes Sally feel very good.
At 6 o'clock, Channel 11 News gives you a choice for neighborhood news. Our neighborhood newsreel tells you about good things happening in your neighborhood, showing you how your town is growing, keeping you informed about what's new at school, saluting people who care enough to make a difference in your neighborhood. When you make your choice for a 6 o'clock newscast, consider the neighborhood newsreel on Channel 11 News at 6 with Chris Long and Peggy Finnegan.
Load it up and have a ball. Pontiac Transport's got it all.
The roominess and convenience of flexible seating. Count 'em, two built-in child seats. Pontiac's exclusive power sliding door. Touch the button and let it slide. And the safety of standard airbag and anti-lock brakes.
Pontiac Transport, it's got it all.
All right, we have some video just in now on a breaking news story we had earlier tonight. Fire officials in Westmoreland County on the scene of a fire in Manor. 5 fire companies were called to the scene earlier this evening. The fire on Penn Manor Road. There's the video we just got in. You see some children being helped out there. No word yet on extent of damages. We also do not have any word of anyone being hurt. As you see, they are grabbing a family and getting them to safety out there. But so far, again, no word on any injuries. As we reported earlier, Governor Tom Ridge announced his first budget proposal today.
Building 4 new prisons was just one part of that proposal. Our data bank question tonight was, what do you think of the governor's budget plan? And here are some of your responses.
I think Governor Ridge's budget isn't too bad, but I think they shouldn't really cut welfare because there are people there and has welfare that really needs it.
According to his new budget, how does he feel about prevailing rate? Because I make it most of the time week by week right now, and if they get rid of prevailing rate, you know, how would his salary be paid?
100% for Tom Ridge's budget. And not only that, get rid of that WHAMS business too. They're robbing us blind. I think Tom Ridge is the man for the job to help clear that garbage up.
We thank you for your responses. We'll have another data bank question for you soon.
And finally, many cat owners brag about their felines, but some owners even brag about their cat's artistic talent. The work by the renowned cat artists are on display in a gallery in California. Here's a tie painted by a cat. It's a bit pricey. All this stuff, this one sells for about $3,500. I don't understand
You can
it.
have it. Yeah. That's our report. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, everyone.
Closed captioning for this newscast is brought to you by a grant from U.S. Healthcare.